How's it, guys? Welcome to my home studio. My name is Kelly, and on my channel I like to share planner videos, art videos, recipes, crafts, DIYs, mixed media, happy mail and hauls, fountain pens, and fountain pen ink, and sometimes I will throw in a lifestyle video. So if any of those genres sound appealing to you, feel free to subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share. And without further ado, I have my Hobonichi Day-Free Techo. And this is my YouTube planner. I love this. And I just recently, not too long ago, changed this cover out. And this is the 2016 cover. It's so pretty. I just love it. And I added some new bling since you guys have last been here. So I added this bow. Peonies Papery, I do believe that's who makes these. And this bow, this is from an old kit. And this flower from Planner Society. Thought that was cute. And this pen from Planner Society, it's a ballpoint pen. I have my Coco Iro letter pen. I have Pochacco Kura Toga 0.5 mechanical pencil, the Hello Kitty collection. I have one of my Twsbi Ecos in transparent purple. And let's just pull my planner out. I took it out of this little sleeve just to make it easier for filming, as it were. And I've also added this. So let's take a look at it. This is one of my pencil boards. So I switched out my music note clip, and I put this lavender one with white stars on it, and I added, of course, my stationery selection box. This came in one of them. It's the year of the rat, so it always makes me think of UB40, rat in me kitchen. It just does. And anyway, so I just added that charm onto this one, and it came with this tassel, and then I made this years ago, this little friendship pin, and I just put my name on it, Kel, for Kelly, and a little bead. And this was made, I just added it to this clip just for fun. I went into my stash and shopped in there, and there you go. These come in many colors. I have all of them. Actually, this is the first time I've used them, but I've had them for years. So there's that little gem, as it were. And then I added this cute tassel as well. It's on a paper clip, so I'm going to take those out, stow them over here, hopefully intact, and move on. So I pulled out my Tombow Mono Dots adhesive, some Mermaid Ombre Effect washi tape from Michaels. These are from Target. I thought I might incorporate some of these in here. It's summer, so I thought maybe I would use one or two of these. And I pulled out a pink Winged Stella and a candy pink Zig Clean Color Dot and my palette knife to cut my washi. So, just like in last week's spread, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I just pulled out what spoke to me from my stash, and then we'll go from there and see what unfolds right before our very eyes, shall we? Isn't that fun? So, alright, I mean, that's the whole point of it for me, is to just get creative. That's why I do my arting a lot of the time in my planners. Why not? I don't just have a specific one. Although I do. I just have been doing my arting in my planners instead of my specific art journal. So, there's that. And it's been working out nicely, as far as I'm concerned. So, alright, I'm going to set you guys to music, and then I'll catch you guys on the flip side, as it were. enjoyed doing this. I was going to use something else for this, but I decided just to go with drawing. It takes longer. It's not a sticker. And I just decided to go for it. It was what I felt like doing, so I just went ahead and did it. Now, I did use the Cocoa Eero here, and that's not waterproof, which is totally fine. I don't mind, and I don't mind the bleed through from the other page. That doesn't bother me. I also like doing things in layers with my watercolor because, as you can see, you get different little effects. Okay, when you do it in layers. Because this isn't watercolor paper, this is Tomoe River paper. And yes, it does take the watercolor nicely, but it is still not watercolor paper. I have Archie, 2 rolls of Archies right over there. It's very different as compared to doing watercolor on here. But it's fun, I like it, I totally enjoy it, so I highly recommend doing it. It's very economical. And like I said at the beginning, I like to art in my planners. You know, you don't just have to have a specific art journal, although I do. Nothing wrong with that either. Just whatever suits your fancy, really. Just go for it. There are no rules to this. And you just can be carefree, as it were. So I made mermaid tails, and I drew them out with a pencil, and then I used my electric eraser. It's just easier to erase the pencil lines. And then I added my Wink of Stella to do the days of the week, which I abbreviated, and I hand lettered those. And then I did my to-do list here, and I added some beach balls. I think that's so cute. I just really like it. And I have a quote by Morgan Harper Nichols. I was able to use my fountain pen, which I love doing, and I love the mermaid washi tape. It basically says, mermaid hair, don't care. Used my Tombow adhesive dots. Tombow mono adhesive dots. They're so much fun. Anybody else like the sound of this when you're laying it down? I know you do. I love it. And this stuff works great. I used my Escoda paintbrush and Perla. This is the Perla watercolor set from Spain. I got this, I think, almost 2 years ago now. This set of 6. And this is the number 2. And I'm no Picasso. I always say that. But that doesn't stop me from go ahead and playing and doing what I want to do with my art. I just grab a brush and do my thing. And I really don't worry about anything else. And I'm just saying that because I know there's a lot of people out there that are perfectionists and they worry about things like that. I wouldn't worry about it, you know. Most people are not going to end up in Le Louvre, as it were. So there's that little ditty. And I'm just keeping it real, as it were. So my to-do list for the week. Just be, let your hair down, reflect, keep learning, watercolor 8 through 12, listen. Listen to your inner voice. That's what I'm telling myself. And one little word, of course. Okay, and my quote is by Morgan Harper Nichols, and it reads, and don't you just love this hand lettering? Brush lettering is where it's at, folks. I love it. So, this is, like I said, another quote by Morgan Harper Nichols from her book. Let the splash of colors in the setting sun remind you, at the end of it all, you have permission to be undone here, by Morgan Harper Nichols. That is where all of those thoughts came from, is this reading this quote. And, you know, one thing always leads to another. For every action, there's a reaction. So me reading this reminded me of those things that I just mentioned. So, life is fun like that, isn't it? Anyway. I wish you guys all out there happy playing with fountain pens, happy just making a mess with watercolor paint, and it's okay if you didn't study art and you're not and you're just learning how to draw and how to use watercolors and this and that. There are no rules. There are rules in school, but you know, just because you don't have an education or a background in art does not mean that you cannot get paint and do your thing. Just let yourself be free, as it were. So, those are my 2 cents worth, and I hope it motivates you and inspires you guys